Don't hold that against him. He performs at casinos all over Las Vegas and Nevada. Let's give it up for Thom Fisher. Yes, keep it going.
On the last one, you made it. Give yourself a hand. Yes, take a look at me. I look like what would have happened if Owen Wilson and Ellen DeGeneres had an overweight child. Actually, before the show, somebody came up to me and said that I looked familiar. I said, really? Do you watch porn? Well, actually, I am from Atlantic City. I moved here because they said that we were free to go. Yeah, Atlantic City is a tough place. If Dorothy landed there instead of Oz and looked underneath that famous boardwalk, she would be, winos and hookers and pimps, oh my, winos and hookers and pimps. Does anybody remember what killed the Wicked Witch of the West at the end of The Wizard of Oz? You remember? Melting and melting. What was it?
Water.
That's right. You know what that means? That means that she never, ever bathed. Those monkeys had to grow wings just to flap the stench back at her. Lots going on out. Superhero movies in the theaters. I went to see the latest Spider-Man. So cool. Spider-Man perched on top of a skyscraper, shooting white goo from his hands down to the street below. Spider-Man does that, and he's a superhero. If I do that, I'm some kind of a pervert. It's not fair. Well, football season's over, yeah. And, the NFL just finished up its latest study on concussions, and they came to this conclusion that the only people who suffer more concussions than NFL players are NFL players' wives and girlfriends. Well, at least we have baseball season to look forward to. Now, the Las Vegas 51s just changed their name. They are now the Las Vegas Aviators. They didn't like my suggestions. Escorts, hangovers, they didn't go for that. So with baseball season coming up, I remember that former President Bill Clinton took Hillary to an opening day of the baseball season. And right before the game started, Bill suddenly scooped up Hillary in his arms and violently threw her out of the presidential box. Well, as you can imagine, the Secret Service rushed up to Bill, whispered in his bill. Bill said, "Oh, I misunderstood, but I get it now. These people invited me here because they wanted me to throw out the first pitch." I'm sorry, Hillary. I love you. You know, it's President's Day weekend. I think about past presidents. I think of a young, virile John Kennedy playing touch football on the front lawn of the White House. And we all remember how many times he scored. I think of Richard Nixon, who went to see the movie Deep Throat 7 times because he wanted to get it down pat. I think of George W. Bush, who at a White House entertainment function waved hello to Stevie Wonder. I don't have a joke for that. You can Google it. That really happened. And of course, our current president, Donald Trump. The other day they asked him what he thought about foreign aid, and the Donald said, "I don't think we need any." Of course, Trump's having a tough time now. He really is. He's got Russia, the emergency declaration, the wall. You know, and when you're tense like that, you have to... A lot of people use sex to relax, and I don't blame Trump for doing that. Can you picture that? "Oh, baby, you're the greatest because, of course, I'm the greatest, and everybody knows that. So a little to the left, a little to the right. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Thank you, Ivanka." My wife Pam's here tonight. Hi, baby. How you doing? Yeah. She is a former college gymnast. That sounds pretty good, guys, doesn't it? You know, and it was in the beginning. Now, after we fool around, she sounds more like a gymnastics judge. "I'm sorry, honey, I did about 2/10 of a point for that sloppy discount." You know, if it weren't for chloroform, I'd never get any sex at all. I have to sneak up behind. I have to sneak up behind her like Elmer Fudd in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Shh, be very, very quiet. I'm on a booty call. Pam recently got her first 2 tattoos, and she's very star-struck. So Pam got a tattoo on the inside of her left thigh of actor Tom Hanks, tattoo on the inside of her right thigh of Leonardo DiCaprio. She was so proud. She came home, stood in front of me, dropped her skirt, and said, Can you tell who they are? That's a babe. I don't know who the two on the outside are, but that one in the middle looks exactly like Abraham Lincoln. To be honest, I was really kind of hoping for Pitbull myself. You've been wonderful and patient tonight. Thank you. I'm Thom Fisher. Enjoy your evening. Thanks so much.